It's no secret that I am really smart. My brain runs like a supercomputer. Fast, smooth, efficient. I am literally shaking right now. Because of this, I think the best way to research the answer to this question is through practical means. You know, by building a building in the project. Get the ready. So I'd say the perfect way to find the Earth in Minecraft's total size is to build the largest building in the world, assess the world's file size after that, and then times it by like a bajillion. This is called scientific accuracy. Learn it. Wait, what was the biggest building in the world? Let me Google that. The Burj Khalifa. What? I was never a fan of her music. That can't be right. Wait, I remember the Boeing factory in Seattle. That's supposed to be the largest building in the world, right? Okay, so it still is. It's the largest building in the world by volume. Let's see what it looks like. I just hope it's the world's largest uninterrupted box. Oh my god. Okay, Jesus Christ. When you're zoomed out, it doesn't look that bad. This looks like the size of a regular building, but then you realize these are neighborhoods. Holy shit. And the roof is a city in and of itself. Look at all those little buildings and the bird shit stains. I am not ready for this level of detail. Okay, screw this. Let's just go to New York. We're committing sacrilege here, building New York City, not on Mindfact. For those of you who don't know, buildtheearth.net is where you go to build New York. It's super accessible. Okay, I know the thing has no details. Look, I worked 3 hours on this thing, okay? It's just to prove a concept. So the New York regions we generated is 100 megabytes, and if we were to take out our calculator and times that by, let's see, how many buildings there are on Earth? 400,000 terabytes. And we divide that by 1,000 to get roughly 400 petabytes. Okay, I think we could handle that. Although, in a word, this entire method is bullshit. What the am I doing? This guy's got some great math. Take 2b2t as an example. The world size of 2b2t is terabytes, so I assume to build the Earth will need at least 5 terabytes. What? So 2b2t is terabytes. So build the Earth must be at least 5 terabytes. Brilliant math. So instead of listening to people like me and people like this guy, let's hear what the smart guys have to say. People who eat math for breakfast. First, a crash course. You know what a megabyte is. You're also familiar with a gigabyte. It's 1,024 megabytes. A terabyte is 1,024 gigabytes. A petabyte is 1,024 terabytes. An exabyte is 1,024 petabytes. And a zettabyte is 1,024 exabytes. We're getting into astronomical file sizes here that don't even exist yet. And the largest file designation is a yottabyte, being 1,024 zettabytes. This will be useful information moving forward. So Ant Venom's explained this before in one of his videos. A fully loaded Minecraft world would be 97 petabytes. That's fucking terrifying. If you wanted to physically store even one of those petabytes, for example, according to peopleoncore.com, based on what strategy you take, the endeavor could cost $40,000 to $80,000. But that's not our answer for a number of reasons. Thank God. The first reason being Ant Venom's video addresses a fully generated vanilla Minecraft world. Here at Build the Earth, we use something called cubic chunks. The difference is that while a vanilla chunk is 16 by 16 on the lateral vertices and accompanies the entirety of Minecraft height of 0 to 256, cubic chunks makes a chunk 16 by 16 by 16 and allows them to load infinitely, making height virtually infinite in both directions. This is what makes Build the Earth possible, and it's a shame cubic chunks isn't in vanilla Minecraft. There's a truth to the concept that seems like it should be the true, real way to play, with no sort of vertical limitations in your way that would match Minecraft's aesthetic of mind-boggling size. So that's not our answer. First off, the oceans are irrelevant. They're just a body of water. They're pre-generated in Terra++ terrain. They can stay unloaded and theoretical and reduce 71% of the total surface area for Earth in Minecraft to 0% for our storage. On the Hunter channel, him and Noodle Sup went into the math in detail. Based on a formula where only the first 2 chunks for landmass were being loaded, they determined 48 megabytes per square kilometer of completed Build the Earth terrain, and that Europe's land surveys estimate at 10 million square kilometers, making the total for Europe alone to be 480 terabytes, or 7 petabytes for the entire Earth. That's a lot better than 97 petabytes. But that's not our answer either. We don't need all landmass to be loaded. The best sources on this estimate that 95% of Earth's population lives on only 10% of Earth's land. By that metric, we get even smaller. As for height, just regarding the first 2 chunks at landmass surface isn't adequate because there's going to be buildings on top of them. So for a more detailed estimate on this, we're going to have to resort to the intellectual powerhouse of the internet that is Reddit. And that's not even a joke. There's some really smart people on Reddit. Enigma Epsilon takes a different route with the calculation, using the base number of bytes you get per Minecraft block, which would be 13. Then the same land calculations of roughly 10% of Earth's landmass, and then he adds some really amazing estimates of how many blocks on average human civilization will be, basically by using the 3% figure of urban cities versus the 7% of suburbs to an average number of blocks per meter. Taking all of that into account, the total block count for the project within this estimation would be 725.5 trillion blocks, ending up with a storage total of 1.179 petabytes. That's a lot better than 7, and that's a lot better than 97. But that's not our answer either. There's problems with running larger Minecraft worlds, unintended bugs, unforeseen complications, especially with a project as modded as ours. One of our developers, Porkchop, has been developing roxmc, a plugin converter designed to store Minecraft worlds completely differently than the typical format, and more compressed. The compression can be anywhere from 2 to 10 times file reduction. If we average that for 5 times file reduction, we're talking about the range of 200 terabytes for the completed Earth in Minecraft. So how small can the Earth in Minecraft be if we're fortunate? Pretty small. A petabyte is manageable in large data centers right now. And if we're really talking 200 terabytes, which is 1/5 of a petabyte, that would be amazing. But that's still not our answer. We have a huge problem, something I've been slowly figuring out as I managed to put together our master world of all the combined maps our group has done into a single world file for our patrons to download. Region files in cubic chunks are generally pretty small when you're loading terrain, but when you start to build custom maps, you start to get region files as large as 2 megabytes, much larger than usual. All those added up can turn into a lot of storage, and I got the definitive answer from Bartex2x, the creator of Cubic Chunks himself, that the bytes for a block stored will depend on whether it's natural terrain generation or a custom placed block. This revelation throws every estimate we can make about the size of the Earth in Minecraft into question. We cannot account how many blocks are naturally generated dirt, water, grass, and trees versus how much of it are custom-placed blocks for every building, every lamppost, every brothel. Put that uncertainty on the scale of the world, where some of the region files are going to be tiny and some huge, and we have a dynamic error margin so large that we're not even sure how we can estimate that. All we know is that region files with lots of custom-built structures being heavier means that our error of margin lays to adding more storage to the total, throwing our dream of it being just 1 petabyte into question. But let's set that aside for the moment. How big can we get with this theoretical size? Let's do the entire Earth, including the oceans, and let's include the total height of the Earth from the highest peak to its deepest point. Based on this calculation done by Noodlesup, if we were to fully load this entire breadth of area, the size of the world would be 66,109 yottabytes. For comparison, humanity collectively processed a total of almost 60 zettabytes in 2020, and a single yottabyte is 1,024 zettabytes. This is unfathomable. Jesus, this is blowing my mind. So the Earth in Minecraft could be as small as 200 terabytes and as large as a bajillion yottabytes, the largest file designation we've come up with a name for. And this may seem dismal in most ways that you would measure it, an unmanageable file of explicable size. No, actually, I don't see it that way at all. It makes me optimistic. Here's why. Check this out. This is an ad from the 1982 Radio Shack catalog for an 8.4 megabyte hard drive. Yeah, not terabyte, not gigabyte, megabyte. 8.4 of them for almost $5,000 goddamn dollars. For comparison, a 1 terabyte hard drive can be purchased for as little as $60 today, even with inflation. If we can get such an insane difference between 1982 and 2022, there's no telling what sort of insane digital storage increases will be available for the average consumer in the future. It could be a petabyte. If society just keeps going, it will be even more. By the time the project is finished, that could be the norm. The hard drives of even the near future could easily deal with the most of the storage estimates for the completed project explored in this video. I always vowed that when the Earth in Minecraft is complete, that as the founder, I would want my own private copy, hosted on a wall of hard drives in my room. A glorious representation of one of the coolest artifacts in gaming, personally held in privately owned hardware that covers an entire wall, an entire virtual universe just feet in front of me, capturing its totality in a single look. You just take a look to the right, and it's all there. Imagine passing through rooms while going to the bathroom, and you casually pass the entire Earth in Minecraft on your right. It's easier, even today, than you think. Linus Tech Tips Pippenfts is doing petabyte storage. Look at that. Doesn't even have to be on the wall. The Earth in Minecraft on a large desk. Definitely something to add to my bucket list. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't want to yell at the computer. Every time the caps lock is on, I always feel like I'm yelling. Oh my god, the first accurate point. The first accurate point of the building. Oh yeah. Oh, here it comes. The second. Look at that. So accurate and perfect. And then we click on that baby right there. That's some baby making magic right there. Oh, yes! And one more to go in this box on a box. Such an easy goddamn skyscraper. Well, kind of, actually. I'll probably do a crappy job. It's been a long time since I've made a skyscraper, though. And back when I used to make them, I sucked. Oh, that's weird. How do I make it look like that? Stack 44 up. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, it's a skyscraper on top of a skyscraper. Man, this is beautiful. It really is taking me back to my noob days. The bottom 170. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, dude. Buildings in New York are tall. Stack 169 up. I never thought I'd say that. 69, sure, but 169. So I'm gonna have to do 20 and 20. Oh great, yep, kitty, just knock everything out. That's okay. Love you too. I have the door open so she keeps coming in here. Quite a feat. Okay, very white, not very diverse. 2 less lonely people in the world, and it's gonna be fine. They're all the exact same height, even the street view floor. Oh no. God damn it. We're going to have to involve nether brick, which is the closest match. Yeah, so I'm thinking from the top row, we make the layer, and then we stack it all the way down, and then we edit all the differences. Okay, that's pretty close. This rain is gushing. I'm gushing and gaping. Imagine if we didn't have the power of stacking. This skyscraper, it would take it a couple days. Couple days of hard manual labor. How entertaining. This is so entertaining. This is just great. I'm having so much fun. We have repeated the pattern. This is fantastic. I feel like once we're done with this, like we should just not even bother to add the details. Like, why did I add this to the script? I am fucking insane. This is the last side, right? It better fucking be. I am focusing so hard right now. I feel like my brain's gonna pop out of my forehead. I feel like my spleen's gonna come out of my belly button. My spleen! Okay, all right. The moment has come, you guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. There it is! I don't know if we'll do like all the details of like, oh, this part and this part does this and that part does that. All the advanced builders are gonna roast me. You suck. This may look ugly as in there, and you're probably like, what the hell are you doing? But there's a method to the madness, okay? Something cool's gonna happen here. That was it? That was it. Okay, good. It's like the pattern is completed. I'm excited to stack it up now. Oh! Oh! Look at that! It's so satisfying if you just do all the work to the point where you can just do one stack and then the whole building's complete. Working on the roof, my favorite part. Dude, this roof is so metal. How far are we in now? 2.5 hours? Dear Lord. I forgot how hard skyscrapers were. Yeah, when I was doing Seattle 100, I remember I was completing 2, maybe 3 a day if I got lucky. This is like the simplest one I could have chosen in New York. But like a more complex skyscraper easily takes 6 hours if you're lucky. Realistically, 8 to 12. God, that's beautiful. It took a while. Okay, so I would love to finish this building, you guys. I would love to. But the problem is, when I do a TPLL here, it puts me at the bottom. I can't TPLL like that. So there's an alternate command called CS TPLL. It's only available on some servers. If we could get that available in single player, my ability to build the Earth in Minecraft in single player is severely limited because of the things that you need that servers have as opposed to single player where it doesn't have it. Looks good. Man, I miss making skyscrapers. This is actually really fun. Yeah. And now it just teleports you inside the shell that I made. I'm fucking stuck. Help me. Help me. Ah! This is bullshit. This is my cat. She's a kitty. She's so cute. I love her. She doesn't really like being held. You know, she tolerates it.